Okay, the next step we're going to do is the alignment procedure. Or actually, we're just checking the alignment. This one seems to be in alignment on the forward and the reverse modes. What we're monitoring is an analog signal on just a sine wave on the left and on the right channels. I think it's about a 400 hertz tone. And when we add those signals together, they combine to make this 45-degree angle. See the position down a little bit. That was the end of that. It combines to give you this signal. If it were out of alignment, we would see a signal looking like this. Just manipulate it a little bit. And when that signal opens up like that, that means your left and right channels are out of alignment or out of phase. But this one clearly is in phase, and it should make for a good recording. But the next step we have to do to ensure that is to check the record heads, and we want to get the same signal from the playback head after we've recorded onto the tape. And we'll do that next. Okay, now we have the oscillator connected to the TX as the input, and we're recording that tone that we're listening to. And again, if we look on the scope, it'll be two identical signals, left and right channels. When we add those together, we get this signal. I'll position it over a little bit. What's our position button? Okay. And that's a pretty good signal. A little bit of variation, but really not much to adjust there. We'll check the reverse side. Okay, this one is quite a ways out of alignment, and we know that the playback head is okay because we had checked that earlier. So it has to be the reverse record head that's causing the signal to be out of alignment. So we're going to adjust that and try to get those two channels back in phase. The way the heads are set up on the 6-head configuration is this is the starting from right to left. You got the forward erase. This one is the reverse record. Forward playback. This is reverse playback. This is forward record, and this one is the forward erase head. So the one we're going to be focusing on is this one, the reverse record head. And I need to start off with the azimuth adjustment. We'll start there. And we're just going to tweak it a little bit, try to get it back into phase. I've gone the wrong way. That looks pretty good. Yeah. We're going to leave it there. Okay, that's where the heads need to be, and we'll check the forward again, make sure we're okay with that. Again, just a little bit of variation. I don't know if I could improve on that signal or not, but we can maybe give it a little try. This one is the forward record. So we'll get that azimuth a little adjustment, see if we can improve on that at all. Nice. We can't really get much better than it is right now, so we're going to leave it there. But as it stands now, the forward and the reverse record heads are in alignment, and we get the signal we need to see on both sides. So we're going to continue on with the alignment process, and the next adjustment we'll make, or the next check we'll make, is the record bias levels. Okay, just finished the record bias adjustments. They're performed on these 4 points here. These two are for the reverse record, and these are for the forward record on the left and right channels. And to do so, you put a 7,000 hertz tone through the machine, and it has to be in record mode. And what the adjustment boils down to is when you press the record bias and record EQ switches, when you press them from position 1 to position 2, you should see a bump in your VU meters go from 0 dB up to 4 dB, and it's plus or minus 1, so you can go from 3 to 5 dB. And I don't know if you can see those or not, but they're both within tolerance, and they'll drop back down to 0 when I push these buttons, and they drop back down to 0. Okay, and you have to check that in the forward and the reverse modes, and I've already made those adjustments. And again, they're both within tolerance. They both go right to 3 dB, positive 3 dB. Okay, and anytime you're doing these type of adjustments on the TX-10, on the or the X20, X1000, or X2000 machines, it's best if you have some type of case or some other type of apparatus to enclose the deck. That way all your electronic parts on the back of the unit won't be damaged while you have it on your workbench testing it. On this one, I just cut out a cabinet from an, I think it was maybe a Tascam 3030, I think, and just open it up, and so you can get to all the adjustment points in without having to worry about damaging the internal parts. It also has some openings on the side and on the top, so you can make other adjustments on the unit. Real handy piece of gear, and I wish I'd had one of these. I've thought to make one of these years ago. Saves a lot of headaches.